Mhm.
And but we Snuck in on me
I
once.
did now.
I tend to do that.
How's things in the old neighborhood?
Pretty good.
Oh, okay. See, they're still there, and that's good. I deal with the bank just down around the corner.
There's all sorts of critters running around, that's for sure. When I start?
Bound gravel.
Yep, we're not expecting Mr. Kramer or Mr. Hurley.
Call to order
Yeah. Lovely.
of the Local Development Finance Authority. And we will take a roll call.
Yeah, roll call.
Robert Bishop,
Here.
Mike Kramer, Catherine Getty,
Here.
Todd Hurley, Pete Katula,
Here.
Eldon Newmeyer,
Here.
Eric Schaefer.
Here.
I feel a little weird down here all by myself.
I know.
You can move if you
Just
like.
chilling. Okay, now we go on to approval of the agenda.
Make a motion
So-
to approve the meeting agenda.
Support.
Was that you?
Yep, Bishop.
Oh, it's Bishop. Okay.
What do I need to do?
What's that?
Is there anything I need to do for that?
Just repeat
So approval of the meeting agenda has been approved,
Moved and seconded.
Moved and seconded.
moved and seconded.
All
Now
those
you
in
call
favor?
for a vote.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Motion passes for the approval of the meeting agenda.
Yep.
Next on the agenda is the consent agenda. And we'll start with the, someone making a motion to approve the previous meeting minutes.
So I'll move to approve the consent agenda, so it's both
Put
items.
them together.
So we have a motion to approve the consent agenda. Do we have a second? Support. So we have a motion to approve the consent agenda. Please vote aye.
Nope, you need a roll call on that one. You're all right.
Roll call.
So I'll do a roll call. So the motion is to approve the consent agenda, which includes the previous meeting minutes of January 18, 2024, and the revenue versus expenditure report through March 31st, 2024. Eldon Newmeyer,
Aye.
Eric Schaefer,
Aye.
Robert Bishop.
Aye.
Catherine Getty,
Aye.
Pete Katula.
Aye.
And just for your information, Pete, when we need a roll call vote, we'll usually have it on the agenda, just so you
Yeah.
can follow on there. Nope, just informational.
Should read.
Yeah,
I need
that's
to
all
just
good.
read more.
No, it's all good.
All right, next on the agenda is public comments. Do we have any in-room public comments? No public comments. Any online public comments?
We don't do them online.
Oh.
So you're good.
So
Yep.
no public comments. We'll move past that agenda item. And seeing we have no presentations, we'll move past that agenda item. Moving to item number 7, old business, LDFA Plan 2024 and beyond. Who's presenting?
I will do that. So I printed out for you, or included in the packet, the LDFA plan, and then also where the items that are in the plan are at for completion. So right now which are in red. So we got the Grand Rapids Street Improvement Project, which for the most part was completed, but also included in the plan are updates as things are needed. So if we needed to do a mill and fill or do anything sidewalk wise or anything like that with that could still come out of this fund. The same goes for the Main Street.
Question.
Mhm.
When we say we can do Grand Rapids Street, I
Yes.
know White's, we're looking at putting a crosswalk in. Could we pay for all that?
That was purchased, yep, already. That wasn't purchased with these funds though. So technically, when that does come due, it could be included in that. So, yep.
Could we, so like completed 2026, you're saying that could be ongoing work. Could we indicate in there that it could be, so completed 2026? I hate to put like check done, if we
Yep,
ongoing maintenance or
sure.
ongoing,
Yep, it can be included in that.
all of them could be that way then, right?
Yes, yep. Well, except, no, not necessarily. The Grand Rapids Street and Main Street, and then if we were to get to Railroad Street, have in the plan itself, in the narrative, that ongoing can be included in that. Not all the items have the ongoing item as included in the plan
So,
necessarily.
yeah, then all the more reason to add that sort of asterisk or.
Right, yep. So as we move through, really, the only things that are left that have not been touched yet are obviously expansion of the industrial zone, which, unless we have something, we really don't, have a way of making that happen. Adding another well, and then subsequently a water main from, like, for example, the ski hill or something along those lines would be, and then also the Railroad Street project. So when the plan was originally updated, it was originally updated primarily due to the Crane Road Bridge project. And then, that for the most part has been completed. If this board decided to not ask for an extension, any funds remaining in the LDFA fund balance would remain in the fund balance, and then could be authorized, either the village council or somebody else, another entity, to hold on to those funds and still complete projects that are in the plan from
There
there.
has to be money designated for those projects.
Correct.
Okay. And
Yep.
what we don't, then that goes back to the different entity.
It can be designated to, so for example, we've, one of the things that's in there is the bond payment for the sewer project, which goes until that's complete. So that can be still, the money can be designated to village council to distribute per the plan. And then this board could cease to exist at that point, and then whatever funds are there could just be used for the continuation of those projects.
Now, with the, I'm thinking about the bridge that we just had some work done there.
Yep,
I think Finer and Crane. And I know that it wasn't too long ago that we had they sealed it again, did they?
yes,
Can we go out and say in 8 years, it's got to be milled and
yep.
then we can cover it with that?
Yes, if there are still funds remaining in the fund balance at that point, and then that project come up, then that could be used for that, yes. Crane Road was one of those, basically all the road projects are the ones that, and continuing maintenance and or, projects for those would be included with that. So, unless there's something that comes up in the next, year and a half, it's up to this board, but in my mind, to be, a good faith steward to the county and the other entities that, agreed to put into the LDFA, say, look, the purpose was really, continuation was for the Crane Road project and for the industrial base. And if there's nothing there, then maybe let that go away. And then if something comes up again, then maybe reach out to the entities again and say, we want to redo the LDFA at that point. It's my thought on it,
But at that point,
but
we would start new,
yes,
right?
yes, that is true.
And then any increase. would-
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I know we've talked a few times about the industrial park expansion and whether or not that was something that we did see in the foreseeable
Mhm.
future as a reason to recommend continuation of the LDFA, or if it's too far out, maybe, I think it's easier to extend something
Agreed.
than to establish a new one.
So we still have interest in it. It could be within a 3-year horizon, but I, as of right this moment, we don't have a concrete plan. We have some drawings with a couple of different options of buildings that we would keep, and then a couple of other sites that could be 50 to 100,000 square foot factories for for other, other businesses. That's where we are right now.
Mhm.
One of the things that we could do is we could possibly do site prep. You can bring the water and electric and
Mhm.
start to think about doing some of that.
Sure.
It seems to be the only land available,
Mhm.
right? So it's going to expand.
It's not a
Mhm.
matter of
We-
if, it's a
right.
when.
We don't
Right.
have any other place to expand into industry, right?
Right.
Not that I know of.
No,
Looking
we don't.
at the master plan.
No.
So, and I heard the other corner where it's kind of zoned. I can't remember the owner who has that.
Which-
Otto's.
Oh,
That
yeah.
other corner.
Yeah.
That's locked up.
Yep.
That's not in probably our lifetime is going to ever be available for anything but agriculture. So I don't know. So is there an appetite to build something without extend sewer and
I mean,
Water.
there'd be an appetite by, village, I would say, but whether that extends to being appetite by the county and by community college and the township and everybody, I don't know the answer to that.
right?
Because everybody else has to sign off on that as well.
Understood.
But good thoughts though, and we can keep exploring it until we,
What's
figure it
our
out.
deadline to,
April of 26 is the deadline for the TIF.
so when would we need to ramp up for that? So is that January of 26? We really need to probably have a decision or fall? of
Probably a
25?
decision by January 26, I would say, yeah, or January, February, yep.
Okay, we got some time.
And during that time, I mean, there's also the possibility of that well field acquisition. I mean, that's
Absolutely. Yep,
that's
and that would
an
take up,
ongoing
yep,
opportunity. that
Absolutely.
could be during that time as well.
yep, absolutely.
What's our fund balance?
1.9 prior to action taken today, which is gonna be, 750,000 if you approve taking away from that, but then it'll grow another 300,000 this year and another 300,000 25, so. Ish.
Right, which any of these projects that's not chump change, but
Right.
it's not.
Right.
Right,
It's not
exactly.
everything that it'll take.
It's definitely not everything it'll take. Yep. Yep, the Railroad Street project, complete street with water and sewer in that, the way we're looking at, what High Street's looking at, that's probably gonna be a million, 1.2 million plus, I would guess too, so.
Can you quickly go over the Railroad Street improvement project?
Sure.
I missed a step there someplace.
So that has not been done yet, but plans are, we would like to see, obviously, new roadbed, water, sewer, storm sewer, sidewalks, everything all the way up until High Street is what would be included in that. So from, right here, Main Street to High Street.
Okay.
Which is on our capital improvement plan for next year for 25, and hopefully we'll, get some plans along and bring that to this board at that time, so.
Under industrial park expansion
Mhm.
plan, could we not anticipate that it's going to cost money to put sewer and water out to that, what is it, 40 acres?
Yep.
100.
100
Almost
acres.
100.
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
Yep, any
So
major
turn it up pretty
additions, we'd have to, bring it back to all the entities
Yeah.
too, so we're trying to work within what we've got here at this point, but if we want to extend it, then
But that would certainly burn
Mm-hmm.
up any excess we have.
yes, absolutely.
But especially if it was in partnership with, industry,
Mhm.
right? I mean, that's ideal is when you can collaborate.
Yep,
Okay. That's that.
all right.
Do we have to take a vote
Not on that, you don't.
No? Okay.
Nope.
So the next piece of business is the number 8, new business, consumer energy reimbursement request and the High Street reconstruction contribution request.
Yep, so the Consumers Energy quote to move the power lines on 36th State Street turned out to be significantly more than what we originally were quoted. The village council went ahead and covered the addition of the 7410 initially, so we could get the project done and get it completed or get the check to consumers. This request would be to reimburse the council for that additional 7410.
Now, is that estimate about what private industry would do it?
That I don't know. I mean, I would think that they'd be similar, but I don't know. We didn't ask them that.
Well, consumers seems to like make money, and I realize they have a lot of restraints from
Yep.
government regulation.
Yeah.
They are monopolies.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that question.
All right, Thought I'd ask the question.
Yep. Fair enough.
I move to approve an additional $7,410 to relocate the electrical service along the property line of 36 State Street.
So we have a motion for approval.
Yes, I'll second that.
Do we have a second? So we have a motion to approve the additional funds for Consumers Energy to move the power poles. So, what do I call it?
That's the 7410.
Mhm.
Is that what you were putting in there?
Yes,
Okay, that's fine.
I used the fancy recommended motion and I just stated it,
Very good.
so.
All in favor?
We have to roll call it,
Yeah,
Roll call.
spending money.
and that we didn't even put notes on for you, Pete, so that's,
Okay.
That
we'll
was
be better at
fast.
that.
Whenever we
Sorry.
spend money.
My bad.
Okay. Eric Schaefer,
Aye.
Robert Bishop,
Aye.
Catherine Getty.
Aye.
Eldon Newmeyer,
I am.
Peter Gattula.
Aye.
And then next up is the High Street recommendation, which that was already included in the 2024 budget. But now we have an official quote and accepted bid for B&L Excavating out of Wayland. We'll need a motion. We'll need approval to move it, to spend it on that High Street project specifically.
I'll make an motion to approve the payment of $750,000 towards the High Street construction project.
Support.
That's you.
So we have to do a roll call.
Mhm.
Roll call, please.
Robert Bishop,
Aye.
Catherine Getty,
Aye.
Eldon Newmeyer,
Aye.
Eric Schaefer,
Aye.
Peter Gattula.
Aye.
That was easy.
Yeah.
750,000.
Is that that's the extent of that project from this?
Correct.
Okay, so that's the max.
Yes.
Our,
Yep.
our portion.
Yes. Yep. So 750,000 from this entity, from the LDFA. We received a $250,000 grant from MDOT for another portion of that. And then the balance will come from fund balances that we have in water, sewer, and major streets.
Great.
We have-
Good.
And we'll, look to do the same type of thing with railroad or any other projects coming up, is try to, blend those funds and make it work best we can. So,
That's good.
If they hit oil on High Street, then we bring our money back.
yes.
Just check it. I'm an optimist.
That hasn't been the history of our road work in Middleville.
No,
You should know that.
the only mineral assets we have is gravel. There's a lot of it.
Yep. The only additions I would give to my manager's report would be, we completed, meaning the village, along with the TAPRC, Thornapple Township, and TK Schools, strategic planning sessions, and what came up to the surface as far as priorities were infrastructure, no surprise, housing, parks and rec, things of those natures. So we're gonna focus our efforts on our goal setting and budgeting over the next couple of years on those, and kind of streamlining those. Hopefully we can get some movement on some additional stuff with, with parks and stuff like that, would be the hope from council anyhow. So.
Is there any line of sight to further housing in the area? Help for that?
Well, the Mid-Villa folks are coming next week. That, of course, that development or that plan has already been formally approved as far as, council goes, but now they're looking for some additional relief on that. So we'll see, how that ends up. And then we've been working with the Berry County Economic Development Alliance, looking at, different things. Doug's been doing a really good job with, fostering out, what kind of opportunities we have for housing and things like that. And we're just keep working it. So we've got some other projects that we probably can't talk about yet, but are in the works that are going to increase little bits and pieces,
Good.
housing here and there.
Well, we
So
need everyone we can get.
we do. Yep.
The State Street, has there been any interest in that? Or can you speak to it?
We've had some tire kickers, for lack of a better term, but
Yeah.
nobody real serious yet. So. Right, Doug?
There's some interest at the moment, but we'll see. There hasn't been anyone that's submitted the form. Proposal yet.
Correct.
Right now, so.
Yep. Hopefully moving the lines will help out, things like that. And, it's getting to be springtime. Housing seems to be always go better in springtime, it seems like, but who knows? We thought that, when we had that rolled out last year, we have some more interest, but just
Interest
didn't
rates
happen
are
yet.
at 7.2 now,
Yeah.
so swimming upstream
Mhm.
on that.
Yep.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is there any other business?
One thing. For clarification, we never really talked about it. The money that we have, that 1.9 million,
Yes.
that is where? In the bank?
That is, well, it's funny you should ask that. So it is in the bank as of about a week ago. Council approved us to be able to invest our funds with Michigan Class, which is oh man, my brain is not working. Anyway, it's a pool of municipal funds from around the state. And now we're generating roughly 4.5 to 5.5% on that now, and all of the LDFA fund balances is in there, and we're starting to receive dividends on that. And so we will keep investing and reinvesting that, and then that will add to the fund as it grows. So
The nice thing about that is that it's not like a CD. It's constantly available, so you
It's-
can draw it out.
it's liquid.
Market
Yep.
goes in and out.
Yep.
Okay. Well, good.
Yeah.
Because I know we've had some problems with that in the past. So, and it's the LDFA authority is the only ones that can touch that money, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So,
Yep. So as soon as the payments are due for High Street, for example, we'll move that out of that Michigan Class, and we'll move it towards paying those, and then we'll let it continue to grow from there.
It's one advantage of interest rates.
Right.
okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Any other business? Then
No.
do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll support. All right, all in favor of adjournment?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
It's 5:25.
Thank you, everybody.
That wasn't so difficult, was it?
Jeez. You guys are easy on me today.
The angry public doesn't come here. At least I've never seen it.